Man, I hate when people tell me that Otis is a goofball in real life. So him being goofy on TV, that works. I'm like, no, that's stupid, that's dumb. So by your logic, right? By your dumb logic, that means that Vince McMahon should have made Mark Calloway a biker in 1990. So by your logic, we would have never gotten The Undertaker, right? Because in real life, he does not act like that, right? Dummies. These are actors. Actors do not act like that in real life. These are actors. This is a TV show. These guys are playing characters that they don't play in real life. That's the point of being a professional wrestler. It's not always a good thing to be yourself, because what if you have no charisma, no personality in real life? It's not always a good thing to play your real life self. What if in real life you are boring? Bray Wyatt is boring in real life. So what if he was to play his real life character on TV? Now do you get it? Kane does not act like Kane in real life, dummies. Cactus Jack did not act like Cactus Jack in real life. And he was over. It's not always a good thing to be yourself. What if yourself don't match what we see on TV? Alright, so by your logic, who's more entertaining? Dustin Rhodes or Goldust? Is Dustin Rhodes entertaining in all elite wrestling? No. Who's more funny? Who's more entertaining? Who had more charisma? Goldust or Dustin Rhodes? Every time Dustin Rhodes plays Dustin Rhodes, nobody cares about him. But as Goldust, people cared. You know why? He was playing a fake character on TV, which makes him an actor. He was an actor. Goldust wasn't real, but he was still entertaining. So if Dustin Rhodes played Dustin Rhodes for his whole career, where would he be at? He sure as hell wouldn't be called a legend. Now, do you get it? It's not always a good thing to play your real life self. In real life, Dustin Rhodes has no charisma. But as Goldust, he has charisma because he's playing a fake, made-up character. Now, first, I want to talk about CM Junk. I still can't believe this dude never seen Rocky. Never trust a man who has never seen Rocky. Never trust a grown-ass man in his 40s who has never seen Rocky. If you are in your 40s and you never seen Rocky, as a grown man, that's by choice. And I want to know more about that choice, not to want to see it. Hold on. Wasn't Hulk Hogan in Rocky? So, let me get this straight. He was a so-called lifelong fan of wrestling, right? Hulk Hogan didn't want to draw your eyes to that movie? How is that possible? Hulk Hogan was in Rocky. Hell, Hulk Hogan was the main reason why I wanted to watch Rocky, because he was in it. I swear, never trust a grown man who has never seen Rocky, knowing Rocky comes on TV every day. So you are going out of your way not to watch it. See, now I know why CM Junk got his ass whooped in the UFC. He has no motivation. He's not an athlete. Us real, true athletes, we see Rocky multiple times for motivation. Listen, CM Junk, maybe if you would have watched Rocky 3, you would have been a better fighter. Facts. If you would have watched Rocky, maybe you would have had a better UFC career for motivation, because Rocky, it translates to UFC. It translates to boxing in real life. Hell, it translates to all sports for motivation. as an underdog. CM Punk, based on how you look, you was always a goddamn underdog, so why didn't you watch Rocky? See, he is a unmotivated prick. I'm still bothered about it. He never watched Rocky. Look, I'm not talking to you marks who live in a wrestling bubble, who don't watch boxing, don't watch stuff outside of wrestling. Us real sports fans, we watch Rocky. We are fans of that movie franchise, bruh. You never watched it? Wrestling equals Rocky. It's like, dude, Clubber Lang was a wrestling heel. Really? Ivan Drago, he could have been a wrestling heel. It translates to one another. It's like Rocky was a great face. He was a great baby face. Why didn't you watch it for motivation in your whole entire life? That's crazy. You in your 40s? Never trust a man who has never seen Rocky. Never. Dude, I don't want to be around you. Because how's that factual? How's that real? The damn movie comes on every day on TV, so you are purposely not watching it for some weird old reason. This is Sylvester Stallone, bruh. His best movie ever was Rocky. And you don't want to watch it? That's weird. It's like there's 6 Rockies, bruh. That's weird. Not one Rocky? And you a damn wrestler? You are a combat athlete? That's weird. But anyway, let's get back to why we shouldn't allow any more goofies in professional wrestling. We don't need any more goofies. Okay? Look, let me tell you for the fact. Goofy wrestling does not equal fun wrestling. Right? Goofy wrestling does not equal fun. That's not fun. It's goofy. It's stupid. It's dumb. Goofy wrestlers only work for certain people. Now, you people don't keep the same energy, right? See, I want Otis to be a solid mid-card guy, right? I want Otis to be a solid worker who we can take seriously, right? Dude, Goofy Otis has ran its course. But you marks who want to defend Otis being goofy, okay, why didn't you defend him when he was the Money in the Bank winner? Hold on, you was the main people saying he did not deserve it because he was goofy. Make that make sense. How the hell you go defend this man for being goofy, but at the same time you say he didn't deserve the briefcase because he was said goofy? You deserve to get punched in your face for that. For being so stupid and freaking hypocritical. That's like very condescending. Very hypocritical. You can't defend Otis as a goofy, but at the same time you saying he didn't deserve the briefcase. By your logic, he did deserve it. If you are a huge fan of his, you should support him any way you can get. Right? So you cannot have both ways. Like, bro, you are putting Otis inside of a small little box that he cannot break out of. So he should be a lifelong goofy, which means he should be a lifelong low mid-card guy that we can never take seriously as a serious wrestler. So he can never break out of that glass ceiling because you want to get your rocks off of him being a goofy. Nah, bruh, that's not how this works. You cannot have it both ways. You cannot support goofy wrestlers, but at the same time, you don't want to see them in the main events. Okay, by your logic, we shouldn't have no more goofies because you are holding them back with goofy gimmicks. How is that best for the athlete? How is that best for the wrestler if you like them as goofy, but you don't want to support them as a main eventer? By your logic, they shouldn't be goofy then. That means you as a fan are holding them back from bigger progress, right? For example, Kofi Kingston. The same people who were saying Kofi should be a world champion, blah, 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 blah. He deserves it. Then, once he became a world champion, people said, hold on, why is he still throwing pancakes? Hold on, he was still throwing pancakes when he was a tag team champion. He was still throwing pancakes before he faced Daniel Bryan. Keep that same energy. A goofy is a goofy regardless. You gotta keep that same energy. So, once he became a world champion, people said, wow, I can't believe he's a world champion. He's still throwing pancakes. He's still twerking. What is this? You chose it. You wanted it. This was your choice. You wanted a goofy as a main eventer. This is what you get. Right? So keep that same energy. By your logic, we shouldn't allow any more goofies in a main event. But at the same time, you are holding back those talents. Either support them as a goofy regardless, or don't support them at all. Why the hell do you want to have a wrestler be stagnant in the mid-card? I wanted Otis to be the next Vader. But now he's back to being goofy. Dude, he's a fat guy hanging around models. He's a fat guy hanging around male models. Yes, that's pretty goofy. Otis does not look like a model, so he is a joke now. He's in a joke faction. He is with jobbers who don't win matches. Which means, yeah, he's back to square one. How's that good? But to all the people saying, oh, we can't have fun in wrestling, got it. Bitch, F you. Look here, bitch. If you want to have fun in wrestling, if you want to watch fun wrestling, how about you go watch Effie LePew jerk off while being in a headlock in GCW? Go. Stay your ass out of my company. Stay your ass out of the WWF. Don't bring that garbage to my company. That's what I'm saying. If you want to watch fun wrestling, just watch GCW. Watch XPW. Right? Ain't that fun? Wow, that was fun seeing Dean Ambrose kiss another man. Yeah, that was fun seeing a grown man put a syringe inside of his dick. Yes, that's fun, right? By your logic, that's very, very fun. Okay, keep away from me. Stay your ass over there. If your ass want to watch that fruitcake shit, stay your ass over there. That's fruitcake stuff. That's fruity. Okay? I don't like Fruity Pebbles. Go away. Dude, there's so many fruitcakes, man, that watch wrestling. It's sad. It's like, how can you defend that and say that's fun? Oh, you don't want to watch fun in wrestling? Got it. Really? A grown-ass man jerking off inside of a wrestling ring is fun? Okay, go and watch it. But stay your ass out of the WWF. Don't mix that with my wrestling that I grew up on. I don't watch that crap. That's not fun. I'm from Compton, California. We don't deal with goofies right here, bruh. I don't like goofy shit. I don't like goofy wrestling, bruh. Get the hell out of here with that crap, man. But only certain people can get away with being goofy. Unless they are satisfied with being a mid-card guy, okay, cool. If you just want to stay your ass in that mid-card and be goofy, all right, cool. But I don't want to see you in the main events. And that's what's going to hold back Montez Ford. He's goofy. Look, I don't care how good he is. He's goofy. Okay? He's goofy. He's like low-key near the R-Truth level of goofy. Let's be facts. Let's be real. I don't care how good he is. He's goofy. Are you serious? That's all he does is sing and dance and stuff. I'm like, bruh, he's not a main eventer. It's okay, maybe give him one title reign as an IC champion, maybe. But after that, no, he's not a world champion. He's too goofy. He's a edgier Kofi Kingston, really. So no, that's not going to work. He needs to be serious. Serious. Look, let me tell you what Booker T said about Kofi Kingston after losing his world title. He said, I wish Kofi would have evolved into a more serious character. He said, hey, I evolved into King Booker, right? I evolved into a more serious character. That's what Booker said. He said he evolved. Kofi did not evolve. That's why he failed. He did not evolve. He was still throwing pancakes. That's what pissed off Booker T. The fact that Kofi didn't change. He wasn't willing to change. Same thing with Big E. Everybody wanted Big E to drop that belt. Why? He was still the same Big E. He was still the same Big E, bruh. Dude, Big E was still twerking. He was still shaking his ass. He was still telling jokes. He was still not serious, right? But you dorks wanted Big E to be a world champion. But after he was world champion, you didn't care about it because he was still goofy. Listen, man. If you want to be a main eventer, you got to be serious. Now, how about Kurt Angle? Look, man. He is the exception to the rule. And here's why. He is legit. He can be goofy anytime he wants to. Why? Because he has the credentials. He is an American hero. He is a gold medalist for being a wrestler, which means, yeah, he can be goofy anytime he wants to because he can beat your ass in real life. Right, yeah, he's goofy, but that goofy guy can whoop your ass. Angle kept balance. He was a badass and goofy, but it was a balance. Look, most of the time, Kurt Angle would freaking snap on you. But, see what I'm saying? He kept a balance between being a badass and being funny. Angle was goofy, right, but he was a badass at the same time, so he got away with it. And he can beat your ass in real life. That's why people took him seriously. He was a legendary Olympic gold medalist for wrestling. So yes, he can be goofy anytime he wants to. Who's going to tell him otherwise? Don't compare Otis to Kurt Angle. That's insulting. It's like, look, yeah, guys like Dexter Lumis, Eugene Santino, okay, you can have those guys on the show. All right, fine. But don't push them. Don't make them freaking main eventers. But at the same time, you are holding them back from being better because they're goofy. Every time they do get pushed, you say, oh, they should be pushed. You can't take them seriously. Okay, then why do you support their goofy characters by your logic? That means that's a bad thing that Dexter Lumis is goofy. Look, man, we don't need any more goofies on Raw or SmackDown. It's like, what's going on here? We don't need no more goofies. For example, The Rock was goofy, but he kept balance between being goofy and a badass. He wasn't goofy 24/7. Kofi is goofy 24/7. Otis is goofy 24/7. That's the difference. Idiots, dummies. Look at Goldust. For Goldust being goofy, that's what held him back for being a world champion. That's why his brother will be a world champion and not him. Now, do you get it? Goldust had the potential to be a world champion during the mid-90s. His first year on the main roster, Goldust could have been a world champion. He had that kind of upside. But once he became goofy and weird with Luna, that's when he got buried. That's when Goldust became a joke. So I'm saying, being goofy don't pay off. It held back Goldust. Now, when it came to Booker T, he mixed in being goofy and being serious at the same time. He was a badass and goofy. It was a good balance. That's why he was over. That's why fans took him seriously as a world champion down the line. He kept balance between goofy and serious. Goldust was goofy all the time, so he was never going to be a world champion. For example, Xavier Woods, he's goofy. He will never be taken seriously as a singles champion because of that character. He's goofy. Look, man, if you want to watch fun wrestling, just watch GCW. Why do you want to add more goofiness to the WWF? I don't get it. Stay your ass out of my company that I watch every week. Just go away. I don't like goofiness. We don't need no more goofies. Johnny G, goofy. Loomis, goofy. Now, let's talk about Asuka. Asuka reminds me of Kurt Angle. She kept balance between being goofy and serious. That's what got her over. Because she was serious and goofy, right? She was fun-loving, and Asuka can whoop your ass. She was not goofy 24/7. That's what people forget. She kept balance between that and being serious. That's the difference. But why the hell would you turn her back into Kana when, bruh, that audience fell in love with her as a goofy, fun-loving, badass character? That, yeah, she can have fun, but she can also whoop your ass too and be serious. She always kept balance with having tons of charisma and having a badass streak to her, having an edge to her. Now she's serious with face paint. And it's like, bruh, nobody knows what she is. Nobody cannot figure out what is her character. I don't know. To me, she's just a regular Japanese girl now. It's like, I don't know what her gimmick is. That's why nobody cares about her match with Bianca Belair. Because people cannot figure out what is Asuka, what the hell is she doing? What is she all about now? Nobody gets it. That's a problem. Why the hell would Triple H turn her back into a serious Kana-like character? I don't get it. That's not what got her over. Look, man, this is the main roster. We don't want to see serious Japanese women. I'm sorry, we just don't. We don't want to see serious Japanese male wrestlers as well. When it came to Shinsuke, he got his most over being with Rick Boogs. Now, do you see it now? Now do you get it? We want to see fun-loving Asian wrestlers. I'm sorry. This is America. We don't deal with New Japan stuff. I'm sorry. When Japanese wrestlers come over here, they gotta be charismatic and fun-loving. We don't want that to be serious. That's the fun part of it. I'm sorry. Asuka got her most over when she was being goofy. I'm sorry. Those are the facts. I mean, where is the lie? Do the fans care about Io Sky? Hell no. That's the point I'm trying to make. The fans don't give a damn about Io Sky. Because she's super serious. Nobody cares about her. I'm not seeing no charisma, no personality, nothing. That's why she's not translating well to the main audience. But Asuka was. I don't know why Triple H is trying to flip back all of his NXT darlings back to what their characters were a long time ago. That's dumb. That's like, bro, they are living off nostalgia. That's not going to last long. The Otis goofy character, it ran its course. Look, there's a reason why Vince McMahon, he went on to regret giving Otis that goddamn briefcase, right? How come Asuka cashed in, right? How come Asuka cashed in on her briefcase, but not Otis? Because they regretted it. Because he was a goofy. It was not believable for him to cash in on a world champion. Facts. Because that goofy character held him back from people taking him seriously. Bro, you cannot have it both ways. You can't say you love Otis when he's goofy, but at the same time, you don't want him to be a world champion. You can't make that make sense. That means you want him to be a jobber with being goofy? Make that make sense. So you love him, but you don't want to see him be better as a main eventer because you think he's too goofy. See what I'm saying? Like, make that make sense. But at the same time, Otis is going nowhere now. He's back to square one. Dude, he's with the Maximum Male Models, a jobber faction. When was the last time they won a match? Tell me. How is this good? That means he's a jobber. He's never going to win a match. Now, he's with two other jobbers in a joke comedy faction. That's good. That means he's going nowhere. That means he's done. He's the Brooklyn Brawler. Let me tell you a fun fact. These are facts, right? They broke up Goldust and Booker T, right? Because they wanted Booker T to be a serious singles guy, right? It made Goldust sad, but that was business. Those are facts. That's why they broke up Goldust and Booker T. Bruce Pritchard said they wanted Booker T to be a singles guy. A successful, serious singles guy with a push. Like I said, bro, there's levels to being goofy. You can't be too goofy. Look, when you are too goofy, that holds you back from bigger things, man. That's why they stopped Booker T from being goofy. That's why they turned him serious, because they wanted him to be a world champion. Right? You can't be a world champion and being goofy at the same time. So yeah, you can laugh your ass off at Goldust and Booker T, those segments, but that was very temporary. That didn't last long. It's like, yeah, laugh at R-Truth, but R-Truth, his career took a huge downfall. R-Truth had tons of potential, bruh. R-Truth, he could have been a world champion. But now, he will never be a world champion. Because he's a goofball. He's a comedy act. I'm sorry, look, I love him, but he is a comedy act. Nobody will ever take him seriously as a serious guy now, ever. Because of his past as a goofy. So, being goofy does not pay off. You must take a huge sacrifice for your career long term. Because nobody will ever take you seriously as a main event guy, as a goofball. Listen, when it came to Goldust and Booker T, they felt like they could salvage Booker T, but they felt like they couldn't salvage Goldust. Ding, ding, ding. They couldn't save him. He was gone, bruh. His career was done. Based on all the dumb stuff he did, they could never give him a monster push as a serious contender ever again. Based on his goofy past. But with Booker T, he was salvageable. They saved him. Now, look where he's at. That's my point. You can't be a goofy for too long. Because people will eventually not take you seriously if you were to get a strong mega push. That's why you have to keep a balance. Shawn Michaels, he kept a balance between a badass and a goofy. Triple H kept balance when he was in DX. He was a badass and goofy, but it was a balance. You need balance. Otis has no balance. That's what I mean. He's better off being the next Vader. But now, nope. He will be a jobber now. He's done. It seems like Bronson Reed is the new Otis now. He has his spot. That's sad. That's messed up, man. That's what I'm trying to say. Otis is done. Thanks to you, Marks, he's done. I'm done.